Hello and welcome to another episode of the Frontrunners Podcast. I'm your host, Jake Maltese. The, again, sad Michigan State fan on the other side, Matthew Luca.
It's my dream. It's my life's goal is to be a sad Michigan State fan.
Of course it is. It's what describes you on your resume, right under your name. It says sad Michigan State fan. So you guys had a tough week against Ohio State, as we expected.
Yeah, and then we have another tough week against Wisconsin this week.
Oh, so this is going to be a fun stretch for you guys.
And then the next game is Penn State, I think, and then the next game after that is Michigan.
So
or the other way around.
Listen, I'll give you Michigan because somehow Jim Harbaugh. Oh wait,
actually, no, it's in the Big House, which means we'll win.
So you'll win, of course. Yeah. Okay, so there's a win. There you go. That's probably your only next win. I mean,
probably.
Are you guys even going to make a bowl game this year?
Well, let me put it to you like this. We're already at 4 wins.
Yeah.
We still have to play Maryland, Rutgers, and Illinois, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So, not too bad. I'm just going to adjust this really quick. All right. So, yeah, that's that. So, we're just going to run right into college football. So, this week, nothing really too eventful. I mean,
Florida with the dub over Auburn. That was about it, probably.
That was about it, yeah. Florida with the dub over Auburn. Obviously, Ohio State beat Michigan State, which we all saw coming, but somehow it was hyped up as a good game, even though
I didn't get it.
I didn't understand that. Justin Fields struggled a little bit. Not much. He
only threw one pick.
He only threw one pick, and but you guys were the first defense to really hold him.
Yeah.
To contain him somewhat. So. Nothing really eventful. We crushed Purdue, as was expected. So now we go, Michigan beat Iowa. That's another eventful win, but that's good for us.
Yeah, it's actually good for you guys.
Yeah, very good for us. It got confirmed that the whiteout will, in fact, be a primetime game. So you have
to play Iowa this week, right?
Yeah, back-to-back primetime games. This one, this week we're going to be...
Are you at Iowa?
We are at Iowa, yes.
Coming off a big loss at home, primetime game. Never know. I don't think you'll lose, but
no. Just what Michigan's defense, which has been horrid all year, what Michigan's defense did to Nate Stanley in that Iowa offense. I am not scared of Iowa one bit going into this game.
Well, you can't judge one game and take that judgment and put it on another game. Lions tied the Cardinals. Almost beat the Chiefs.
That was week 1 of the season, though. So week 1 of the season is always a slow start for some teams. All right, look at the Patriots are notorious. They didn't do it this year, but are notorious for going 2-2 to start the season every year.
Yeah.
So you can't really judge that. But Jim Harbaugh finally got a win, which I mean, we're talking about Michigan like they're this horrible team, but they're 5-1. So I really don't.
Yeah, but in terms of what they should be and what they were hyped up to be, they're horrible.
Very true. I mean, Shea Patterson is just not. I don't see it with Shea Patterson anymore. So he was just hyped up to be this quarterback that the best quarterback Jim Harbaugh's ever had, and he is just he's okay, but he's not.
Yeah, he's
not.
He should be benched. He should be benched.
He's not the Heisman candidate that people were hyping him up to be when he transferred from.
Yeah, he's not the number 1 overall pick that everyone expected.
No, he's not. He's not even close to that. And the Michigan offense,
4th, 5th round quarterback.
Yeah, Michigan offense is still horrible.
Yeah,
and that Michigan defense is not good this year either. So Jim Harbaugh teams are always known for having, especially Michigan teams, for having amazing defense and just being able to run the ball. That is something they have not been able to do at all.
No, not at all.
Not one bit. I mean, they lost their starting running back, Karan Higdon, to the draft, and then they lost their 3 best defensive players. Mm-hmm. But Zach Charbonnet is just not the caliber of running back. Not that Karan Higdon was a great caliber running back, but Zach Charbonnet is not even living up to what Karan Higdon was. So Jim Harbaugh, the O-line's terrible. They can't run the ball. The defense is not good, but somehow they got 3 picks and won against Iowa this week. I think they only scored, 13 points? Or no, 10-3. It was 10-3.
I thought it was 10-7. It was 10-something. It was a low-scoring affair.
Yeah,
and that's
their kicker missed a couple field goals. So Michigan, good win, even though your team is still bad, and they'll be lucky to beat Michigan State. We're going to beat you. I can just say that right now with confidence. But yeah, so I'm not scared of Iowa. Just to sum that up. All right, NFL. Oh wait, before that, let's do our updated Heisman rankings. All right, so Matt starts off. Who you got this week?
Unless Jalen is amputated, he's going to be my number one. Like, there's no reason to change this. He's done nothing to get demoted, and no one has done anything to demote him.
Yeah.
So, Jalen at number one, and then at number two is Jonathan Taylor. I mean, everyone thought Travis Etienne was going to be the back.
No,
but
Jonathan
not.
Taylor is so far and beyond pulling away from Travis Etienne and is so clearly the best running back in college football. The best running back in college football we've seen since Saquon Barkley, and I know that was only a couple years ago, but
2 years
still,
ago, yeah.
For me to say that he is almost on the caliber of Saquon Barkley, that is a lot of respect to Jonathan Taylor. That's all I'm saying.
One might argue.
No, don't even say that he's better. If those words come out of your mouth, I'm ending this podcast right now.
He's better than Saquon Barkley.
Oh my, that's it. All right, no, okay, but Saquon Barkley is the greatest is a generational talent, the best running back in college football we've seen since Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson probably wasn't even the caliber of running back that, I'll actually probably say he's the best running back in college football since Reggie Bush.
Okay.
You're acting like Reggie Bush was a scrub in college.
No, I'm acting like Saquon didn't do anything with Penn State, though. So.
All right, we're gonna move on because you know how good Saquon was.
He was good, but the second half of his senior year was kind of a dud.
No, okay. First of all, the defense he was forced to play with, our defense was horrid.
I didn't say the defense was bad. I'm saying he wasn't as good as what he could have been in his second half of the senior year.
Because teams were just stacking the box against him, so he can run.
But didn't you have the greatest quarterback of all time in Trace McSorley?
Okay, greatest quarterback in Penn State history, yes, and Trace McSorley. But just the offense as a whole for Penn State over those Saquon's last year and then last year was just not to the caliber as it was when we won the Big Ten a couple years ago.
Because Trace is not that great.
It's the greatest quarterback in Penn State history.
That doesn't. So Connor Cook. Man.
All right. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Trace is a legend. I didn't think he'd even win a job in the NFL but he did. So he's proven us wrong. So you know what? Give Trace some respect. Okay. That's all I'm asking. Just a little respect. Just a little respect. All right. That's all I'm asking for. All right. So did you give your third guy or are we just?
Oh, Justin Fields. We got stuck on Jonathan Taylor and we got off topic as we do.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm actually going to agree with you mostly. So I'm going Jalen number one because the only way I can see Jalen moving from number one is if he loses the Red River Showdown this week. So
yeah, I think if he wins the Red River Showdown, when he wins the Red River Showdown, he will be locked. It's going to be a lock at that point.
I will agree with you that if he wins this and he has the game of his life, it will definitely be a lock. But Sam Ehlinger. That's all I'm going to say. All right. We'll get into this a little later. All right. So for my updated Heisman rankings for this week, I'm going to have Jalen number one because obviously he's not going to move unless this week is the only opportunity for him to move for me. Number two, I'm going to stick with Justin Fields as I had him last week because he was the only player in the Heisman top 5 that actually played a ranked team. So as little as Michigan State was ranked, tied for 25th. So, but still, it's still a decent defense, and he played pretty well against them. So I'm going to keep Justin Fields at number 2. I'm going to have Jonathan Taylor at number 3 with Joe Burrow, my first one out. Jonathan Taylor, 4 touchdowns against whoever they played this week, some no-name team. I don't know.
I could tell you.
Was it Kent State? It was Kent State.
Yes, it was.
Yes. Okay. So the not Julian Edelman-led Kent State team that he beat this week, I say Julian Edelman because that's the only notable player I can think of that went to Kent State.
I can't think of another one.
Yeah. So he had 4 touchdowns and like 180 yards rushing. So he is so far and beyond the best running back in college football. And it's not like he's like a Wisconsin running back in college football because everybody knows Wisconsin running backs, they're going to get yards.
Yeah.
Look, what is it? James White. James White's a decent back in the NFL. Yeah. Melvin Gordon. And
Monte Ball.
Monte Ball is the one.
No Sean Moreno, right?
No Sean Moreno. Yeah. All the Broncos running backs that they drafted.
Yeah.
Because they love Wisconsin somehow for the Broncos. All those duds that they drafted. Yeah, so Wisconsin backs, but he's different. He's different like Melvin Gordon was different. He has a different feel to him. He should be a top 10 pick in my opinion. And if he's not, that is
probably
blasphemy.
Also, I feel like it depends on who's up there. Because if the Giants are up there, they're not going to take him.
We already know Dolphins are going to have number one. Bengals are going to be up there. Redskins are going to be up there. So yeah, Dolphins are going to take quarterback. Dolphins have 2 first-round picks though.
Yeah.
And they need to run. Kenyon Drake's not doing it.
No, he's not.
Kenyon Drake's not doing it. Kalen Balaj is not doing it. Mark Walton is not doing it. So listen, I could see them. Jonathan, could you imagine? No, yeah, Luke Walton's long lost cousin, exactly. No, but I could see them if they came out of that top 10 with Tua and Jonathan Taylor. Miami, you're set for the future because those are 2 generational talents you're getting right there.
Yeah,
and that's a big win for Miami if they come out of the first round with those 2. They have 3 first-round picks, so they can come out with another player.
Yeah,
like late in the first. So that'd be good for them. But I can't really.
Maybe a wide receiver. I don't know what.
Yeah. All right. The Cardinals are gonna be up there, but they have Dave Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll get into this in the off season, but. Yeah, so those are my Heisman rankings. First one out I said was Joe Burrow. It's at this point, it's so hard with this Heisman. Not that every year isn't hard with the Heisman rankings, but there's really not that player that's pulling away. Jalen Hurts is definitely number 1 right now, but it's not by as much.
No, I think with a solid game this week, he'll pull away.
He definitely will be. Definitely. I can definitely see that. So those are our updated Heisman rankings. Let's talk about the NFL for a little bit. So big week for the NFL. Not really, but
no, it's really not.
Yeah. I'm just trying to attract some attention to the segment, Matt. Please bear with me here. No, but I just want to talk about the Browns. But more importantly, I want to talk about the 49ers. Okay, this pains me because there's no team in the NFL I hate more than the Patriots and the 49ers. Those are my 2 least favorite.
Why the 40? Oh, you're a Seahawks fan.
Yeah. I can't stand them. I hate them. The 49ers are legit. It is not just a dud anymore. It is not just teams they were playing. They are legit 4-0. Okay. Their defensive line is maybe the best in the NFL. Maybe the
second to the Giants.
Of course, because everybody knows Dalvin Tomlinson. That's the only player I can name on that D-line. Dexter Lawrence. Is he playing?
Yeah.
Like I haven't. Is he doing well? Like I haven't heard his name at all. Yeah.
Me neither.
Okay. It's like, I mean, he's on the Giants defense, so he's gonna fall off the map anyway.
Yeah.
Because that's what the Giants defense does. But yeah. No, the Nick Bosa looked absolutely terrorizing yesterday.
Yeah.
Not yesterday. Oh my God, it was yesterday. It's Friday. I mean, it's Thursday.
I
am confused right now. This is what college does to people. No, Monday. Okay. Nick Bosa looked amazing. Again, with Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner, they got D Ford. That's probably the best defensive line in the NFL. And it's not relatively close. Like you could see it against that Browns line. First of all, they've had their issues throughout the year, and they just could not. Yeah. They just could not hold off that 49ers pass rush. And Baker. Okay, Baker's been. I'm going to address the Baker.
Okay, here we go. Address the Baker.
Baker is not overrated. Okay, I think he's properly rated. Okay, because at this point, all right. Let me make my argument. At this point, what have we all been saying about Baker Mayfield? Incredible arm, incredible talent. That is not a false statement. Baker Mayfield is incredibly talented. He has a very strong arm. He's incredibly accurate. He has the tools to do it. Okay, the thing he's just been struggling with throughout this year is in part because it is his fault. All right, I'm gonna like it is his fault. He's been struggling, but we're acting like Baker Mayfield is a 5th-year player. Okay, I don't like the double standard because people will talk about Josh Allen and be like and just gloss over all the mistakes he's making, right? But then say, oh, but you see some room for improvement there because he has the tools. With Baker Mayfield has the tools, but any wrong thing he does, people are jumping on him saying he's a bust, he's overrated, he's not good. But with Josh Allen, same 2nd-year player, started all last year, who makes a ton of mistakes, but still everybody's like, oh, but he has potential to grow. Why is Baker not talked about like that? That's what.
And I'll tell you why right now. Everyone's jumping to the overrated conclusion because at the beginning of the year he was a top 5 MVP candidate, and you can't deny that.
Okay, I cannot deny that, but that's not his fault.
So Josh Allen was never in the MVP race.
No. But that's okay, but the Buffalo Bill, this is in part because the Browns were just hyped up throughout the offseason, which is the same thing we were talking about with Clemson. The Browns can't help how much they got hyped up over the offseason.
Obviously.
That is completely a creation of the media. They can't help that. Baker Mayfield can't help that. He had a tremendous rookie season, and the reason, this is the reason he's having these struggles throughout the first 5 games of the year. The reason he had that tremendous rookie season is because, first of all, yes, he has more talent now. All right, but this is why. Freddie Kitchens has gone away from running the ball. The reason Baker Mayfield was so successful last year was because they've run the ball, they'd established the run with Nick Chubb, and then they run play action passes where Baker Mayfield is one of the best in the NFL at running play action pass. He could dot up the defense, all right, on that, give them some time. This is why they won in Baltimore by however much they did.
Baltimore didn't Chubb have like 3 touchdowns?
3 touchdowns, 160 yards rushing. That is the team. That's the way the Browns are supposed to play if they want to be successful. Yeah. All right. I don't blame them for this game because they got down early. All right. Baker Mayfield was making mistakes. He missed a couple wide open throws. All right.
I mean, 7 plays into last game and the game was over.
Exactly, yeah. So the reason why is because the 49ers just came out firing, all right? They were coming off a bye week, all right? They were rested, ready to go. Kyle Shanahan is a scary person to play when he has time to game plan because he is one of the best young offensive minds in the NFL. He really is. They just got off to a hot start. I mean, they were running all right, I'm going to blame this loss a lot on the Browns defense. The Browns defense.
Well, yeah, they let up 31 points.
They could not stop a nosebleed in this game. The 49ers were running all over them. Matt Breida, every run seemed to be for 10 yards. I think Tevin Coleman was getting in there 10-yard. Raheem Mostert was getting in there. It was a field day for those running backs. Jimmy Garoppolo played okay, but he really didn't have to do much just because of how well the running backs were doing. And so, the 49ers got off to a quick start, all right? Then the Browns got down early, so they couldn't really establish that game plan of running the ball because they had to go to throwing the ball. And when you go to throwing the ball, Freddie Kitchens was not diversifying his play calling a lot because then it was a lot of shotgun, which there's only so much you could do out of shotgun. It's not creative enough. And especially with that 49ers defense, to beat that 49ers defense, you got to have creative schemes, all right? Like that throw with Odell Beckham, that first play of the game. It was an end around that Odell Beckham ended up throwing a pass to Jarvis Landry, wide open, because that's what you have to do. Those are the types of schemes you need to draw up against defenses like this. They got down early. They couldn't establish the run. They didn't have enough creative play calling because of that, and they weren't able to make the right play calls to win the game. So listen, I don't think this is. First of all, let's just say the Browns have probably had the toughest schedule through the first half of the season compared to any team in the NFL. And I don't think that's an overstatement. The easiest team they played, they've had one easy win. That was the Jets. Other than that, it's the Titans, which are a tough team. They're playing their next 2 games are against the Seahawks and Patriots, which are 2 losses right there. They played the 49ers, one of the best defenses in the NFL. They had to go into Baltimore, even though they won that game. That's still a very tough game to play. They had this is a very tough schedule for the Browns. Through the second half of the season, it gets a little easier. All right, that's when they still haven't played Pittsburgh yet. They'll start playing Pittsburgh. They'll start racking up a couple wins. All right. I'm not down on the Browns. That's all I want to say. Baker Mayfield needs to clean up his a little bit. All right. He doesn't clean it up. The offensive line is not giving him time, though. They're not helping him at all. He was under duress constantly. And again, not taking blame away from him. He needs to play better. His elbow was dropping a little bit. He was sailing a couple passes. His feet weren't set. He threw a bad ball to Antonio Callaway in the red zone that ended up being popped up and intercepted. And the game was gone from there because that was Browns' chance to score and kind of settle the game a little bit more. But yeah, not down on the Browns. They've had a very tough schedule. They're not going to the Super Bowl this year. I think we could all agree on that. Give this Browns team a year or two to get settled and I think they're gonna be the team we think they're gonna be. Baker Mayfield is still a second-year quarterback. He's still young in this league. He still needs to settle down a little bit. There's still a lot he doesn't know. So just don't jump ship on the Browns yet. That's all I'm saying. And especially don't jump ship on Baker Mayfield, because Baker Mayfield, I'm still with him all the way. He's still a great quarterback. I would still want him to lead a franchise if I was starting one today. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that Browns 49ers game. It's more a tribute to the 49ers because they are a legit playoff contender. They are really, really good. All right.
Are you done?
I am done. I'm sorry. There were just a lot of comments this week. I just wanted to settle that. Yeah. All right. So that's really the only game I wanted to talk about. So that's pretty much it for week 5 of the NFL. Let's get into the second take. So obviously, one of the best college rivalries is happening this week.
Michigan State, Wisconsin.
Exactly. I was actually going to say Kent State, Akron.
Oh. Yeah. Why do you know that? Why do you know that?
I looked it up to make a joke about it. I looked it up to make a joke about it in this podcast.
All right. So we're talking about the
Red River Showdown. Yeah.
Fun fact: it used to be the Red River Shootout until about 2 years ago.
Oh,
2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, because it was political correctness. Is that why? Of course. Anyway, which it is. It's a shootout every year because it's the Big 12. Like, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
All right, Red River Showdown. All right, 2 Heisman contenders going at it: Jalen Hurts and Sam Ehlinger. So we're gonna make our picks with this one. We're gonna defend each of our teams because I think we know who each is going with. So Matt, why don't you defend your boy Jalen here?
All right. So I remember at the very start of the show, I said Jalen was going to be the Heisman winner, and I think I even said they were going to win the national championship. I think I said that.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say that the latter is correct yet, but at the moment he's looking like the Heisman winner.
Yeah.
And I don't think Texas is good enough to stop him.
First of all, it's a Big 12 offense, so no defense in the Big 12 is good enough to stop any of the offenses.
True.
Yeah.
But Texas, the last 2 games, they played West Virginia and Oklahoma State, and they really never won with blowouts.
No. They beat West Virginia this week by 2 touchdowns.
I don't think it was 2 touchdowns.
No, it was 2 touchdowns. It was like 44-31, if I remember. That sounds correct. Keep talking. I'll look it up.
But 42-31. But I just think Jalen's gonna have his Heisman day. Everyone has their one game. Yeah, it goes down in the Heisman books. I think this is it for Jalen. I think with a win against Texas, I think it knocks Texas out of the Big 12 championship because I think Baylor could beat them.
By the way, isn't it crazy that Baylor's relevant again?
I know, it's weird.
Yeah.
But I think that with a win over Texas today, it also complicates the playoff, but I think Oklahoma jumps a little bit in the rankings. They're currently 6 now. I think, Georgia will jump down to 6 this week because LSU's going to beat Florida and Oklahoma's going to beat Texas. So, yeah.
I think this year, this is kind of off topic, but I'm going to get into second take. I think this year, because the top 6 or 7 teams
are so top heavy,
like any one of them, you can make an argument for being in the playoff.
Not Clemson.
Not Clemson, but like any one of them. Actually, even Clemson, you can actually make an argument because they went into Texas A&M.
They're undefeated.
Yeah, exactly. Even Clemson, you can make an argument for. So
I think you could for Wisconsin too.
Yeah, these last 2 years are probably going to be, because I think it is definitely going to eventually go to an 18 playoff. These last 2 years are going to be very important in making that decision because you see, like, up to the 7th team right now.
I would argue 8th. I'd argue 8th.
Probably up to the 8th team right now. All of them could be contenders in a playoff. All of them. And, of course, if it went to an 18 playoff, it probably wouldn't be that way where the top 8 teams.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the top 8. It would be the Power 5 and 3 at-large. Yeah. Exactly. And one of the at-larges would probably include a group of 5 team.
Exactly. So that's probably how it would go. But this is definitely, you could see the tide turning to more. It's going to be an 18 playoff, and it's coming sooner rather than later. That's just what I wanted to say. Getting into Texas, Oklahoma. My boy.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, Sam Ehlinger. Yeah, we know.
Sam Ehlinger is well in the Heisman race right now. He is, yes, he had a loss to LSU. That is not his fault. It's his defense's fault. And plus, his running back dropped a wide open touchdown in that game.
But you can't do that.
Okay, but it was still a wide open touchdown. Anyway, Sam Ehlinger has been playing as good as any quarterback in college football right now. I don't think that could even be debated. But this Texas team is scary because they did this. This was the same storyline going into last year with
Dicker
the Red River
kicker.
Exactly. So Kyler Murray was blowing the nation away. Nobody had ever seen it. Nobody had ever seen this coming. All right. What he was doing with that offense. And he went into Texas. It was in Texas last year, right?
No, it was in Oklahoma.
It was in Oklahoma? Okay. So they went into that Texas game, and Texas won. Because why? Because Texas is a team that gets looked over because they haven't really been relevant the last couple of years. But now they're back, and all of a sudden they get underrated a little bit because it's a Big 12 defense. All right. Sam Ehlinger is a small quarterback. He's not like the flashiest quarterback, but he gets it done. All right. Sam Ehlinger is one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. I have been rooting for him. He's my Heisman guy all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I've been rooting for him all season. This will be his Heisman moment. I know I said this with the LSU game, but because if he did win that LSU game, he would be top 3.
He would be where Joe Burrow is right now.
Absolutely, because he played very, very well in that game. He was not the reason they lost that game. He had a very good game. It's just that they lost. Now this is the game where he could pick up that slack.
Yeah.
Because that game dropped him a little bit, but just because it was a loss, not because of how well he played. So this is the game. If Sam Ehlinger wins this game, which I think he has a much better chance of winning this game than he did against LSU, and they almost won against LSU. Because Oklahoma does not have a defense. LSU had a defense, and they still dropped a bunch of points on them. So I am like, Oklahoma's coming into Texas's home field, all right? Sam Ehlinger is going to be ready. This man plays up to the lights. He's good in prime time, all right? We saw it last year. We continue to see it this year. He does not back down. He has not had a bad game all year. Not a single one. Yeah, and he is one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. All right, this Texas team is very slept on, all right? I just think, listen, I feel like this is a trap game. That's the only thing I think. Oklahoma, they're feeling comfortable. 6th team in the nation, competing for the playoff, going into number 11th ranked Texas. And I'm not saying that Oklahoma's looking over this game. I'm just saying that Texas is going to come out faster than they think they're going to come out. That's all I'm saying. And I think Texas is better than their ranking says. It's just that the top 10 teams are so good this year that you really can't fit them in. It was the same problem with Penn State. Penn State probably finally got in the top 10, and it was by the skin of their teeth. They're 10th this week. But Texas can definitely be a top 10 team. It's Sam Ehlinger.
Well, if they win this week, they will be.
They will 100% be a top 10 team.
And Penn State will not be.
Okay. Well, yes, they will be if we win. If we beat Iowa significantly, we're going to be a top 10 team. They can't drop us for that. But I think this game is going to go down the wire. I will be watching this game this weekend, as I'm sure the whole nation will be. This is it, Sam. This is it. Take your Heisman. This is it. You want to get in the top 3? This is the game to do it. Jalen Hurts. This is the game that's really going to be important for the Heisman race. This is it. If Jalen Hurts loses, he's not in that number 1 spot anymore. If Sam wins, he shoots into that top 3. So this is a very important game for the Heisman Trophy this week, and it's going to be a fun game. And listen, Texas, I believe in Tom Herman. I believe in him. All right, I think he's going to scheme up a nice game plan. And Lincoln Riley's the only reason this scares me.
Pat
Riley, exactly as you called him, yeah. Because Lincoln Riley with a mobile quarterback who can throw is terrifying and really scary. But I have a feeling Texas is going to pull this one out. It's going to be really good. It's going to be really good. And I can't wait to watch it. But Sam, go win this game. Go do it. All right. I'm rooting for you.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done gushing.
I will agree with what you said, though, but I don't think it's this game. But Wisconsin has a trap game this week, too. All right, moving on. So
they're not going to lose to Michigan State.
With the NFL picks, Jake is unfortunately 5 games ahead of me.
Because you won't pick the Raiders. You do not believe
that doesn't account for 5 games.
You don't believe in Chucky. I'm just
all right.
You have not made a single ballsy pick all year.
It's gonna change.
All right,
trust
Matt.
Read the games
Throw
off.
one out there. Throw one out there.
Read the games off. I guarantee you there's one that's a ballsy pick.
All right. I got you. All right. We're starting off with a real easy one tonight. All right. Now, of course, this is going to come out after this game is played, but still. All right. The Giants are going into Foxborough against the Patriots. Matthew, who are you taking in this?
I told you I was going to be a little risky for the biscuit, and that's why Brady wins.
Thank you. That's just there's a fine line between
risky and stupid.
You're risky and stupid. All right.
Yeah, Brady wins.
It's like a 4th down play.
I'll be watching with all my Patriots fans today in my Massachusetts school.
I know how you feel. I'm surrounded by Eagles fans here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're taking the Patriots. I'm going to take the Patriots, too, because we are not stupid on this podcast. All right?
Now, we may be idiots, but we're not stupid.
Exactly, to quote iCarly. I know where you got that from.
I got it from a few places, but go on.
Anyway, do you think there's a chance that – I'm not saying that they win, but do you think there's a chance that Danny Dimes keeps this close?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
You believe in the Danny Dimes dynamic down there?
Well, here's why. Yeah. Eli Manning had a positive record against Brady head-to-head.
Yes.
Not a lot of people know this. And what is Danny Dimes but a better Eli Manning next game?
Absolutely. Listen, Bill Belichick could figure out the greatest quarterbacks of all time and figure out how to stop them. But when it came to average, mediocre Eli Manning, somehow he could not stop him. This is the 8th wonder of the world. Nobody knows why. When Bill Belichick plays Eli in the Super Bowl, in the playoffs, period. They can't play in the Super Bowl. He just can't figure it out. I don't know why. Eli doesn't know why. Tom Coughlin doesn't know why. But somehow Bill Belichick could not figure out Eli Manning. And Danny Dimes is Eli Manning Jr. And so I believe that Danny Dimes does have a chance of keeping this game close, but of course, Patriots are going to win because Tom Brady is the GOAT. Anyway.
Remember, Jake, we're pressed for time, so don't be doing your little things here.
Sorry.
Next game.
All right, I like to go up on tangents. Seahawks-Browns.
This is stupid. Like, why? It's the Seahawks. They're going to win. They're probably the second best team in the NFC.
Thank you. The Seahawks are favored by 1.5 in this game. 1.5.
Penn State was favored by 6.5 against Maryland.
Thank you for that. That's a very good point. I think these ESPN reporters need to really get their
stuff together.
Yeah, they need to check up because this is just ridiculous. Wait, I just clicked on it. The 53.9% chance Seahawks win this game. 45% chance the Browns do. What are they smoking? I don't know.
Where is this game?
This is in Cleveland, but that really hasn't.
It really doesn't. It doesn't do anything. Yeah.
All right. I will say though, this does feel like a trap game to me. This does feel like it. Obviously, I'm gonna go with my Seahawks because they look legit. They look like the 2013 Seahawks again. I'm very proud of this team. Russell Wilson is an MVP candidate. You cannot argue he's the second. It is Patrick Mahomes 1 and Russell Wilson is 1A. I don't want to hear anything else and then Chris McCaffrey's number 2. But listen, Russell Wilson's playing as great as he ever has. The Browns need to get their stuff together. This does feel like it could be a trap game, but I'm going with my Seahawks. I trust them in Cleveland. So, yeah, I'm going to take Seahawks.
Alrighty. Next game.
All right, Panthers at Bucks.
I'm going to go with the Bucks here.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
Because, Kyle Allen, I don't believe he's lost yet.
Yes, that is true.
But this is the same Buccaneers team that held McCaffrey to 53 yards.
Very true. Very true.
And Jameis is looking like the next, great quarterback for some reason.
No, let's not say that. He's looking like he should. He's looking like he deserved to be the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah. So
he is.
Yeah, he's eating dubs, except for the last week. But yeah. So I got the Bucks.
Okay.
The Panthers.
I do not have the Panthers. I'm going to agree with you on this one. I'm going to go with the Bucks. It's in Tampa Bay. Not that Tampa Bay is a huge home field advantage, but No, that Tampa Bay defense is legit. Shouldn't be slept on. It's really good. Jameis has looked really good. I think this game is going to be a shootout, and I don't think Kyle Allen can keep up with Jameis Winston at this point, especially with the receiving threats that Jameis has with Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, and even OJ Howard. OJ Howard hasn't really come on the scene yet either. So I'm going to go with the Bucs on this one. Bruce Arians doing a great job with that team. All right, moving on. Probably the game of the week: Texans Chiefs.
Coming off a loss, I gotta pick the Chiefs.
How is this game not in prime time?
I just watch.
Yeah.
But I gotta go with the Chiefs. Coming off a loss, they're going to be motivated. They're going to be ready to come in. Quite frankly, I think this is a 2-possession game, and I think the Chiefs win.
Yeah. This is a tough one because the Chiefs had a scare the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They almost lost in Detroit. And then they lost to the Indianapolis Colts, which are two not very impressive offenses. They're good offenses. Like Marlon Mack, first of all, we need to stop talking about Marlon Mack like he's not one of the best running backs in the NFL. He's a top 5 running back in the NFL, and he proved it in that game. Not that Kansas City has a great defense.
Not 5.
But just the way he was running. Did you see that one highlight of him just dancing through like
Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook? And definitely not Marlon Mack. I just named 4 right there.
All right.
Le'Veon Bell is better than Marlon Mack.
All right. But if you're going to put Dalvin Cook in there, Dalvin Cook is in there for the same reason Marlon Mack should be in there. Dalvin Cook hasn't proved anything over the last couple of years. He's just having a great year this year. Marlon Mack has proved something last year, and he's having a great year this year.
All right.
So if Dalvin Cook's in there, yeah.
Who you pick?
Yeah.
Who you pick?
Yeah, exactly.
We can't have these tangents.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to go with the Chiefs in this one. I want to pick the Texans, but I feel like the Chiefs just can't be held down I feel like they're going to blow up this week and just go off. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Chiefs in this one. Very exciting game.
The Tank Bowl?
This is the Tank Bowl. This is the toilet bowl right here. Redskins at Dolphins.
Are you ready for it?
Are you taking the Dolphins?
Miami gets the dub.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Really?
I have legitimate thought that Miami is not the worst team in football, and that the Dolphins are the worst team in football. I'm stupid. Miami is not the worst team in football. The Redskins are the worst team in football.
Well, yeah, that's what Miami has done. They're such a bad team. They have melted your brain to where.
But they're coming off. The Redskins don't have a coach. They don't have a quarterback. So.
No. But then again, do the Dolphins have a quarterback? I mean, Josh Rosen. I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but he's not really playing well.
But I got the Dolphins.
Okay, that's a very ballsy pick. All right, I'm gonna give you credit for that one. I'm gonna take the Redskins in this one because they're not.
It's not the Dolphins. Yeah,
exactly. So moving on, this will be a pretty good game. Philadelphia at the Vikings. We got.
I like the Vikings.
Okay.
I do because
You're trusting Kirk Cousins?
No, I'm not trusting Kirk. I'm trusting Dalvin Cook.
Okay. Fair point. I'm going to go with the Eagles in this one.
Okay.
Carson Wentz has looked really good. His receivers are just dropping passes. I think they might get Deshaun Jackson back this week, so that could help them out a lot.
Yeah, that would help a lot.
So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles in this one. They've looked good. All right, moving on. Saints and Jaguars. We got.
I love the mustache, but
this is the backup right here.
I can't pick the mustache this week as much as it pains me.
Really? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go with the Saints in this one.
Yeah.
The Jags are favored by 1 point, though.
Stop.
So, just saying. Saints, I'm going to go with the Saints in this one, though. Teddy really came on the scene last week. He played really well. All right, moving on. This one should be easy. Bengals at Ravens. Just say the Ravens already.
Yeah, Ravens, yeah.
Okay, Ravens. I'm going Ravens, too. All right, this is going to be a really good game. 49ers at Rams.
Fun. I had the Rams, and I erased them mid-podcast.
Really?
Yep.
Really? Okay, so you're going with 49ers?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Are you raving?
I am going with the Rams. I don't see them losing 3 in a row. I just don't think Sean McVay they've had an extended week because they played on Thursday Night Football. I don't think Sean McVay can lose 3 games in a row, especially with the way the Rams have looked, because they looked really good in the Seahawks game. They should, as a Seahawks fan, I will admit they should have won that game.
Yeah, they should have won that game.
But thankfully, Greg Zuerlein whiffed. Thank you, Greg Zuerlein. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Rams in this one. Why did I write down 49ers? I'm stupid. Okay. All right. Speaking of Tank Bowl, Falcons at Cardinals.
The Falcons will finally get a win again.
Yeah, I
because
agree.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I do not. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. Like they
No,
should not be this bad. They
no, they
really
shouldn't
shouldn't
be.
be. Yeah, especially on offense.
Yeah.
They- I don't know what's going on down there, but I think they can clean it up against a subpar team, the Cardinals. Titans at Broncos. Who you got?
Titans at Broncos. I got the Titans.
I'm gonna go with the Titans too because of what I said. When the Titans are favored, they lose, but Broncos are favored in this one. Coming off the first win of the season, I'm gonna go with Titans. So moving on. This one should be easy. Cowboys at Jets. Matt, don't be stupid.
Yeah, there's no need to be stupid.
Yeah.
While the Jets have the better halfback, they're not going to win.
Yeah, no. Sam Darnold is coming back from mono. He's come back from mono this week.
Congrats to him.
Yeah, the Cowboys are just too good, so I think Jerry gets a win here in East Rutherford. So I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. And speaking of great primetime games, the Steelers at the Chargers.
Well, I'm certainly not going to pick the Steelers.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to agree with you on that one. I'm going to go with the Chargers. So, yeah, because I don't know why the NFL is putting these bad games in primetime, but they somehow keep
just
doing
watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the Jaguars are in London this week. Fun
yes,
fact.
they are. Is it the Jaguars?
Yeah.
No, not the Jaguars. It is the Panthers and Buccaneers are in London this week.
That was close.
9:30 a.m. Kickoff Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on to an actually good primetime game, Monday Night Football. The Lions are at the Packers in Lambeau. Who you got?
You know, at first I had the Lions. I really did. But then I saw it was at Lambeau.
Yeah. So you're going to go with the Packers?
Yep.
All right. This is tough for me. Lions are my sneaky playoff team.
But you're going to go with the Packers.
Let me finish. The Packers amazing last week against the Cowboys in Jerry World. I'm going with the Lions.
Ooh,
all right.
Okay.
I learned when they played the Eagles, do not go against this team. All right. They kept it close with the Chiefs. All right. I don't know how they're 2-1-1. They are such a better team than that. But I'm going with the Lions in this game. I don't know why. I just have a gut feeling that the Lions are going to win. So, yeah, I'm going with Matty Stafford and the Lions.
All righty. Well, before we close it out, I would like to say that no matter what happens this week, I could go undefeated, and I'd still have one less win than you. So, you are safe for this week.
Thank you. Matt, I'm not going to say you suck. All right.
Hey, but it's week 5. It's week 5.
I am going to say you need to get better, okay? You need to get better with these picks. I like you went ballsy this week. I commend you on that. That is good. You're learning from me. I give you that. All right.
Just close out the show.
All right. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, comment anything you want. We read all your comments because you guys don't comment anything.
Sorry, this read episode all of them. Felt rushed because Jake was like a little late. So as always,
a little late. Matt's got to get to his organ rehearsal.
It's not. It's choir rehearsal.
Oh, choir rehearsal. Okay, because that's so much better. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Matt.
Yes.
Say or take care.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm out of it. Take care.
Oh my God. Unbelievable.